This is my grandma's too angry burrito recipe. He puts canned fish in a tortilla. And then don't cook it.
Catapult deck is open. Mobile suit team, move out.
Yes! Oh my god, that's the only way to eat eggs. Do you not cook your eggs like this? Just cut it open with scissors. Put it.
No pan needed. That's a life hack. You don't need a pan.
Yeah.
Begin the mission.
That isn't entirely what I wanted to do, but...
Select where and how to sortie again. An allied unit has been destroyed. Requesting to sortie. Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. An allied unit has been destroyed. An allied unit has been destroyed. An allied unit has been destroyed. destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Mobile suit has been destroyed. What is this about?
What?
Russian propaganda.
Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Yeah, I don't know what that
You
is.
gotta watch.
I'm looking at it. What is this? Is he a Nazi?
Has returned to
Yeah, it's a
battle.
Nazi.
Nazi Soviet
Requesting
Nazi?
resources.
Nazi, the Soviets rebel against the Nazis.
What is this shit,
And then
dude?
they go to another planet while a guy is being down on Earth by a Nazi. And then, I don't even know what's happening. They turned into lizards. And they have, oh wow, really big teeth. Now they have a strong, scout.
That guy is so terrible.
Dude.
Oh my god. Time has run out.
A crushing victory. Here are your rewards from this battle.
Hey, I'm a Lance Corporal 5. Deal 3,100,000 damage in battle.
Making preparations for sortie. 5 seconds. Sortie application accepted. Please begin preparations for sortie.
Alright, so, as you can see here, Shuton gets knocked off stage. And he doesn't have his jump, so he should be dead. But as you can see here, he down airs the big minion. Oh. Hey, you're awake? Hey. So.
See, down is the Pikmin. Where that dog at? He's probably in the bathroom.
What's the best Wagyu chopped cheese combination? Like mayonnaise, ketchup, barbecue sauce, lettuce, onions. Yeah. What else? Bacon too. Yeah. I don't know, bro. Come on, let's go crazy. What's the best Wagyu chopped cheese combination?
Okay, so you have a DVD movie on the Home Alone on DVD and cutting up a CD in there. Could you ever imagine that while you want to watch movies on a DVD player, actually, that would be the thing actually for the television shows? Something else like that actually about them. Oh, and what about this one on Blu-ray?
When I was 13, my dad came at me with a wooden stick to hit me over the head, and I went like this, and it broke over my head, and then I grabbed the stick, and I picked my dad up and threw him over the coffee table.
That definitely didn't happen.
That did? What? It literally didn't happen. How would you know?
Hola, 皆さん、こんにちは。¿Cómo están? 元気ですか? Vamos a aprender todos los días un kanji.
Team has been established. Commence final preparations.
Oh, there is a unicorn. What? Well, I'd assume FA unicorn is probably support.
Very well. Proceeding to the battlefield. Approaching combat area. Begin sortie. Begin the mission. Beacon captured. The enemy has secured a beacon. Secured a beacon. Enemy mobile suit is down. captured. Supporting fire incoming. Evacuate the target area. Enemy mobile suit is down.
Supporting fire dealt damage. So that's the FA unit. Here's some damage.
Select
Better
where
kill
and
that.
how to sortie again. The enemy has secured a beacon. An allied unit has been destroyed. Beacon captured. An allied unit has been destroyed.
Alright guys, let's
Requesting to sortie. Allied signal detected. An allied unit has been destroyed.
I'm trying to
Fire double enemy. Supporting fire
fuck
incoming.
what are you doing? What the fuck did I just do? No.
Bases are far more valuable to this mission.
I'll let them defuse that shit. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way.
Supporting fire incoming. Evacuate the target area. Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Requesting to sortie. Long range supporting fire incoming. Firing. Time has
Okay.
run out. Supporting
God
fire
dang.
dealt damage. Now's your chance.
We won, right? I was being so dyslexic there, like I could not read the score. Oh, don't you dare kick me out. I need those points, dude. Don't kick me out. Come on, man. Come on. Okay. Second. What the heck?
Here are your rewards from this battle.
You without it.
There's something about you I just can't explain.
Making preparations for... I'm expecting great things from you. Please begin preparations for sortie. Good work out there. I handle pilot work. Making preparations first. Come back in one piece, okay? Please begin preparations for sortie.
Happy 4th of July, y'all. Hey, a lobby. Come on, bro. That was 10 people. Left the briefing room, I guess. Come on, this game is so terrible.
Come back in one piece, okay? Please begin preparations for sortie.
Oh, we won that with somebody disconnected from the game. That's why they were coming back.
Team has been established. Commence final preparation. Very well. Proceeding to the battlefield.
I love the chapters a lot, and I want to share my thoughts. Wow, I did not expect this. I'm Dan, and I
Mobile
never
suit
thought that
team,
video
begin
would make
sorting.
blow up so much. It was really just a small theory I had in my mind and decided to try making a video for. I saw that the viewer would engage with other people, comment on it, share their own interpretations, evidence, which was awesome. Thank you for all your support.
4th of
Begin
July,
mission.
people. I've done that so many times.
La La Land.
Select where and how to sortie again.
Oh, this is an eighth match.
Requesting to sortie.
Kill him. Not funny.
The enemy ace is down. Be careful. Our ace has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. 2 minutes left in the mission. Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Steal that from us. Or boots. This guy's so low. Kill him. Stay with his days. Kill him.
The ace has returned to battle. Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Solo.
Requesting to sortie. Our ace has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Time has run out. Only 30 seconds until effect expires. Mission accomplished. A crushing victory. Here are your rewards from this battle.
Missions and their own evidence, which thank you for all of your support. It was amazing to see. So I decided it would be a great opportunity if I could review some of the feedback and paint a more clear and full picture of the Chris Slash theory. So go back and watch that other video first if you haven't already, and then come back here. I'm going to go over a lot of the details.
Good work out there. I handle pilot sorties for the whole making preparations for sortie. I'm expecting great things from you. Please begin preparations for sortie.
Alright, let's talk about the Chris Slash theory, or the they/them theory. This other name of the theory was pointed out by a few people. Feel free to call it that if you want. It's very funny. But to be fair, I didn't want to confuse people into thinking I was theorizing about a character's pronouns. Also, the knight can also go by they, so it doesn't really clarify what the theory's about. Like, who is they? Could be the knight, could be anyone. There's also crisscross theory, would have been a pretty sick name. I just kind of created the theory myself, so that's amazing names. And speaking of which, theory, I couldn't find any discussion about it online at all. I felt like I was going crazy because
Team has been established. Commence final preparations.
anywhere I looked. I tweeted about it really soon after I played the game as a sanity check for myself and got no response. But it's okay. Now, after publishing the video, I saw that
Very well. Proceeding to the battlefield.
but I didn't see anything before I uploaded the video. Now, this means that my counter evidence was really just me bouncing ideas off of myself. So, if it seems a bit lacking, then that's why. It was just me versus the voices in my head. I did try to paint both sides of the picture, but I think more feedback is what I needed. And now,
Mobile suit team, begin sortie.
now most of the feedback was cool, but there was some feedback that really shook me to my core. Yes, I said that a shiny mental is harder than sands, and I agree. I've beaten them both multiple times, so should be a good test.
Begin the mission. An allied unit has been destroyed.
Holy Jesus Christ! Oh my goodness gracious. Well, let's not boost anymore.
Select where and how to sortie again.
I have to assume this guy is going to
Beacon
attempt
captured.
to
Requesting
plant a
sortie.
bomb. I think isn't a good idea for him, but you know.
Long-range communications activated. Target confirmed.
No, I don't think they got the. I don't think they got it. Oh, my dumbass changed directions to me.
Long-range supporting fire incoming. Firing incoming. Supporting fire double damage. Now's your chance. Destroyed an enemy mobile suit. A bomb has been planted in our base.
Well, they got a bomb down eventually. Somebody trying to disarm that? Okay, yeah. So there is fall damage in this game, which I just didn't know.
An allied unit has been destroyed. Enemy mobile suit is down. Supporting fire incoming. Evacuate target area. Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Long range supporting fire incoming. Firing heavy. Supporting fire does damage. Now's your chance. Defenses hindered.
How much?
Destroyed.
60 seconds. We do have a close pace.
Requesting to sort.
I'm just gonna play it safe. This is. Ooh, wait, this is not great, is it?
Long range communication established. Target confirmed. Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Where's my bubble suit?
Supporting fire incoming. Fire missed its target.
No way. What the fuck?
An ally unit has been destroyed. 1 minute left in the mission. Don't give up.
This is not good. Where am I?
Supporting fire incoming. Defenses hindered.
Shit. Dude, why did we let them destroy the base? You were in there. You were in the base, dude. What were you doing?
An ally unit has been destroyed.
Guys, come on. Well, we did it, you say, because you don't fucking win the game? What are you talking about, bro?
We were defeated.
Come on, guys.
Here are your rewards from this battle.
The base being destroyed gives them like fucking 1,200 points. Just defuse it. There's nobody in there. Everybody's dead. You're in there. Hold the square on the defuse.
Making preparations for sortie. Come back in one piece, okay? Please begin preparations for sortie.
Review some of the other feedback I got. Let me just give a quick recap on the last theory video, in case you forgot about it, or in case you somehow didn't go back and watch it. The theory is that Chris slashes Susie and Rouse in the cutscene after beating the knight in Chapter 3. This hinges off the fact that Chris has a strong connection and alliance with the knight, which explains why they did it. Here's the evidence that supports this theory. You have it foreshadowed by Chris attacking Susie and Rouse in the S-rank minigames that lead up to this fight. The slash effect also looks like it's coming from the left, not where the knight is or was at all. Then you have Rouse looking shocked and betrayed at what happened after Susie's attack, looking up towards Chris. Then you also have Toriel, who goes from sleeping peacefully to having a nightmare when you beat the night boss, showing that something is particularly bad about that scene compared to losing normally. Then finally, Chris gets character for how he hides things and understands Chris and the player's connection, but could also be unrealistic for what he has done or said. It's up to your interpretation. And the other counter evidence I proposed is that the file name of the slash just has a roaring knight in it, so not really ambiguous there. Okay, so now I'm going to go over what you guys added to the table for the Chris slash theory. Now I'm mostly focusing on the Chris slash parts of the video, not the Chris Knight connection parts, since those are pretty separate things, and not many people disagree with the conclusion that Chris is working with the Knight. But there are some things that I said that were a bit inaccurate in that section, so feel free to keep discussing those in the last video. Okay, let's talk about the video, and let me start off by correcting some things about it. First of all, file names. Using file names is, in my opinion, not a great thing for theory crafting. They're just generally not meant to be taken literally. They're just naming conventions for development. Now, I used this for clarification to show that Chris was getting knighted, but in the video I said it was proof, which is a bad choice of words. I don't think file names should ever prove any of these things. It should just be used as minor supporting evidence, maybe. But for something like the knighting, it's a good evidence point just to clarify that Chris getting knighted is an appropriate way to view the scene, even if that doesn't technically mean it's the truth. To take this further, I made a mistake in not really entertaining the idea that Chris might not be getting knighted here in a literal sense. It's possible that the gesture with the knighting is just a reference to the fact that the knight is the one doing it, and it's just Chris kneeling to surrender, or because of their allegiance. Now, I still think Chris is getting knighted here because it just seems too important to be a reference or a play on words or anything like that. In terms of the file for the splash sprite with the roaring knight in the title, a lot of people agreed with the idea that I presented, which is that this could just be a standard naming convention for the fight. This file would never include Chris in it because it's meant to be mysterious. Now, it could just be named a roaring knight because it's from that cutscene. Or the other option is that Chris is considered a roaring knight, like I said in the last video. Looking back, yeah, I do agree with a lot of these explanations, although it would definitely be much better for Chris Slash if roaring knight just wasn't in the file name at all. Okay, the next thing to clarify, I said this. Rouse looks shocked and then walks over, looking directly towards Chris. But I should have clarified that that was subjective. A lot of people pointed out that Rouse could definitely be intended to be looking down at Susie and talking to the knight. The how could you could be more in a literal sense of asking how the knight could do such a strong attack when it was so damaged. Just kidding, here's some new evidence for you. In the Japanese translation, Rouse says, Hidoi, doshite? Which translates more roughly to,
How
that's
cool.
terrible. Why? Or, that's awful. Why would you do that? This really makes it seem more like a moral reaction and not a physical reaction to the knight being able to do something like that. It really seems like Rouse is talking to Chris here and looking at Chris, and not Susie and not the knight. For example, they used a face sprite where Rouse is looking directly at the screen, implying he's looking forward and not down. And just before this, when he calls out for Susie, that sprite is looking down. So I still prefer the interpretation of Rouse talking to Chris here and looking at Chris, but I think it's also fair to say that it could just be Rouse looking at Susie and talking to the knight. Let's talk about the counter evidence. Now this first one is something I am pretty sad that I missed the first time. Susie and Rouse get knocked slightly to the left by the swoon attack. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really notice this when I was making the video. I think I was looking at the sped up version so much that I didn't really notice this that well, but it is very important to recognize that this does seem like something is attacking them from the right to the left. Another interpretation that I heard a lot is that the knight could just be going to the left here. Now, I kind of dismissed this in the video, but I don't think I should have. They could have been doing this. And another thing is that the knight can summon blades, so it could definitely be summoning a slash attack that goes from the left to the right, despite being on the right. But, hold on. These 2 points that were brought up as counter evidence contradict each other. The way I see it is that these 2 effects might be contradictory on purpose, to suggest that it might be intentionally ambiguous, and that we're on the right track to question it. Or one of these is just unintentional, right? Well, let me present to you a third option. Chris is attacking from the right to the left. This is something a couple people suggested, and I think it is an incredible interpretation. I was very focused on it being from the left to the right since that seems the most natural for that effect, but I could see it possibly being in the exact opposite direction as long as it follows the same path. But guess what? This arc is centered around where Chris is, not the knight. So Chris could be the one attacking in the opposite path that I first suggested. And guess what? This interpretation explains the knockback to the left. In that case, there's no more contradiction, and it would still work better for Chris's position than the knight. Now, I could see the knight flying to the left and then doing it, but that only works for one slash because then afterwards they would be behind the fun gang. So how would they still do the second slash the same way? Chris is always in the perfect position to do it. Whether it's left to right or right to left, it still works for Chris, and one of those explains the knockback.
Would you believe me if I told you Marissa can end the entire match with just one punch? Well, here's how. In Street Fighter 6, Marissa has the highest damage output in the entire game. Most people at the moment believe that her max damage is a little over 7,000 damage. But with this hidden tech, she can take it even further. That's if you try to hit her while she's doing this move. Let me explain. In this specific situation, Marissa can charge her Gladius punch to catch any opponent pressing the button on wake up. If you do mash, it'll create a trade sequence that severely stuns you, allowing Marissa to capitalize. But that's not all. What most people don't know about Marissa's Gladius punch is that it has very low damage scale. This is because the developers never intended for this move to be a combo starter. Since that's the case, Marissa gets obnoxious levels of damage like this. If you want more,
How is that? Salty. Have you ever considered becoming a food critic? Not really. Why, is your money in it? I'm just saying you have a marvelous way with words when describing food. Salty. So vivid one can almost taste it. Hey, I'm just saying it's salty. Any cook can make things salty. To make it taste good without the salt, with just the other flavors. That's the trick. Hey, when I was in the army, I know a guy from Pittsburgh. Except he called it Pittsburgher. He said all the women there had huge tits. That's absurd. Probably women in Pittsburgh have larger breasts than, say, women in New York. Guess we'll find out, huh? You know, when you first hired me, my wife went out and bought one of your records. The one about the orphans. Cover had a bunch of kids sit around a campfire. Orpheus in the Underworld. It's based on a French opera. And those weren't children on the cover. Those were demons in the bowels of hell. Oh, shit. Must have been naughty kids. How is that? It's salty. Have you ever... Until now.
What you mean?
Some Oblivion fans are upset about this door. A Reddit post about the Dark Brotherhood.
What happened to your cheek? Fire. House. We gotta evacuate this area. Come on.
Well done. I knew if you learned nothing else in here, you'd learn the smart things to fall in line.
You're absolutely right.
Where's the aspirin?
Did you get beaten up on purpose?
House, what are you doing?
Hey, House, open up. This is a direct order.
One second, her direct order in here.
They're gonna revoke your parole. They're gonna charge you with extra crimes. You'll be here 6 more months minimum.
Sorry, distracted. You were saying, once you drink this. No! Get the cup! Get the cup!
Serious case of the munchies. And I think you know what I need to eat. Cheetos? Thanks, dog. You alright with me.
Antoine.
What?
The killing.
Oh. Right, my fault. You know who we are, don't you? Yes. You're the Black Eyed Peas.
Come on. Not again. Why does everyone always think we're the Black Eyed Peas?
What you doing, Mom? Going crazy? Searching for evidence.
Recent Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo brought with it a mechanic which we all know and love, Throtech. But here it works slightly differently to its counterparts. You don't actually break throws in ST, you soften them, and this is done by holding back or forward and pressing one of the following buttons: medium punch, heavy punch, medium kick, and heavy kick. On top of that, you'll only have a 13 frame window to do it. If successful, your character will land on their feet instead of in a knockdown state, and this comes with a damage reduction of around half. However, we can actually bypass teching entirely with a technique called throw. When your opponent is at such low health that a normal throw would kill, they cannot tech, even if the damage reduced would save them. The release of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo brought with it a mechanic.
I think the government is too big. We disagree, Mr. President. You drive a hard bargain. No taxes for rich people.
We completely disagree.
Round two goes to you guys. More taxes for the rich.
What the fuck?
What is happening to us?
Man, I'm taking a beating here, guys. All right, last issue, immigration. Now, we need to secure our borders, and anybody who's here illegally should be hunted down and deported.
We disagree!
We are a country of immigrants. No! We need a clear path to citizenship for all of those who are already here. Help me!
I'll share ideas. Lastly, we cannot regulate firearms. I think the government.
All the girls are...
Now that's footsie.
Naranjas.
Give me that fruit.
How much?
$10 to see it, $20 to ride.
No, I meant for the oranges.
Not for sale, bitch.
All right, I'll see it. What are you doing?
Showing you my butt. What? You thought those were ding-dong prices? Nah.
Naranja.
A Fifth Third.
So here's how it works. Let me get a pair of twins. They're born the same time, they're the same age. And now one of them I will send off at 90% the speed of light, and the other I'll keep down here on Earth. Turns out this twin that I've already sent, his clock ticks 44% as fast as this twin's clock. So this twin is aging more slowly than this one. How about 99.9%? We're getting closer and closer to the speed of light itself. And at that speed, the clock ticks only 4.5% as fast. So, what does this mean? This twin that traveled for 5 years and comes back If they went at 99.9% the speed of light, after 5 years, they're 5 years older. We have aged 110 years. But here's how it works. Damn, bro. They're the same graphic.
It's a classic.
Think you got a blade?
I do got a blade. You just dug on that board or what?
Yeah, I ain't dug them, but you got some air bubbles.
Still not even one trick on?
Yeah, I guess. Well,
Alright, see you later.
damn, bro. They're the same graphic.
It's a classic.
Think you got a blade?
I do got a blade. You just dug on that board or what?
Yeah, I ain't dug them, but you got some air bubbles.
Team has been established. Commence final preparations. Very well. Proceeding to the battlefield.
Yay, 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 yay. Gundam Battle Operation 2.
Catapult deck is open.
Catapult deck is open.
Move out.
Oh, the mid-air Buster Wolf first hit trade.
Begin the mission.
Goon worthy. I don't get why they do that.
The enemy has
Sometimes I just don't know. I'm just going through people's heads. I can see you on the map, just how you can see me on the map.
An allied unit has been destroyed.
What the fuck? How are they there? Where's my team? Yeah, if you stun, you can get it more, by the way.
Select where and how to sortie again. Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
4 and 2 are putting in work. This is an ace match, which makes sense, I guess. It's the same
The enemy has secured a minion.
the whole time.
Requesting to sortie.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. He does not want to be there. Run, Forrest, run! I guess. Kill that guy. What are you talking about? Dude, this game, the netcode on this game is so terrible.
2 minutes left in the mission.
Can I plant bombs in this game?
Ace has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Good job. Can you plant bombs in this game mode?
Our ace is in trouble.
I'm just a goat right there. C! I'm C ranked. That means I'm higher than my PC account. I got first after not being dazed. Oh, just on the line.
Here are your rewards from this battle.
First after not being dazed. So it's DCBAS. There's 5 ranks, and I'm in the second one, or the second one.
Good work out there.
Good work out there. So what is there? Alright, I got it.
Here, take this. Here, take this. That should be all you need to know.
Great performance. I'm proud of you. Anything to do with mobile suits? You just leave it to me. Thanks.
Alrighty. How do I stop streaming?